Four corners. Leave him on his knees like he begging for.
I told you I got you.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Round one.
Four
corners. Huh? Four corners. Four corners.
You with it or not, I know they feeling that box is war, make you rest and got it. Hold a toe up in your ring and every blow I bring, I see it wakens up your body, cause a nigga fucking scheming. Dog with no muzzle, out he shuffle, look he fucking dreaming. Ain't here for him, I'm here to win and I ain't breaking even. The champ is how I'm leaving. Heart of war, make sure your opponent isn't brave.
Sipping and bobbing and weave him up and cut him in the face and see the motherfucker bleeding. Sports section, murder section, newspaper, you can read about it, we be about it. For the east to the west, we the best of the best, come and get it if you got it. Step on his foot, hit him with the jab, no fair. Hit him with a body shot, June sparks, no air. Look inside of the ring, jewelry four corners. Leave him on his knees like he begging for.
Y'all know what it is and who it is.
Huh?
Y'all know what it is and who it is.
Huh?
Y'all know that it's Wednesday night, baby, and it's 15 rounds of boxing brought to you by Four Corners Boxing. You know I got the hitters with me right here. To the left of me is none other than the heavyweight champion of the world. Big Mo, Fight Night Mo. Mo knows, you hear me? And if it's one thing Mo knows, he knows that it's Wednesday night. You heard? So we live and direct. To the right of me, he's here. Yes. He had to pick up the cab himself and run his ass over here, you heard?
Man, oh man.
Is here, Fight Night Sean, you heard? And if you want some work, then bar for bar, pound for pound, the man in town is
what we do.
No, you know, Fight Night Uno, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 rounds of boxing, directed and produced by James Ennis, James Bond, James Speaks, James Educates, Corner
Yes,
Pocket
sir.
Shot, 40 Central.
Yeah.
Thursday nights, you know that they on. We on Wednesdays and they on Thursdays. Tune in, like, share, subscribe, smash the like button, people. Share the link, my people. Let them know that we live and direct,
Right.
baby.
You
Yo,
ready?
man. Listen, without further ado, we got a special guest today. We got a special guest, man, and I appreciate it very much. We all appreciate it very much,
Yes, sir.
man.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
We got former four-time three-division champion. You hear me? Bantamweight champion, super bantamweight champion, featherweight champion, and he got it rocking at 130 as well. You hear me? IBF straps, WBC straps, WBA straps. He done had them all.
More belts than what? More belts than Saks Fifth.
Listen, man, sporting a record of 31-3, 2 draws, 15 KOs from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Residing in Los Angeles, California, man. It's Abner in the building, y'all.
Yes.
Ab, what it do, baby?
Yo, man, what an introduction. That's what's up. Thank
Let's give it to him one more time.
It's made for a champion, baby.
Yeah, X.
That's the introduction for a champion, man. Appreciate you again, brother.
I appreciate you guys, man. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Sorry if I'm a little.
Hey.
We got it there. Hold on a second.
Hold on. Load the audio. Yeah, he got to jump back on. Little technical difficulties. It's all right.
Happens when you go live. You know, we'll get him back in a second. But
Yeah.
what we talking about, X?
We gonna get it. We gonna talk about it with Ab, man. There he goes. There he
back.
goes. He's coming back. Little technical difficulties, but shit happens. We gonna get him right back in there.
Yeah, man. How y'all doing, by the way?
Good, my brother.
Thanksgiving?
How was your Thanksgiving? Good, man.
It was good.
We ate
It's
good.
like
like 2 weeks ago, but it was good.
You know, you just getting them leftovers out the fridge now.
Wait. I want to give a shout out to my Michigan baby Wolverines. 3 years in a row we beat Ohio State. Fuck the Buckeyes. Yeah, I said it. I don't mean to curse, but I got to do it.
He meant what he said. Ain't no pulling back on that.
Yeah.
Those is boys. Huh?
And now me and Mo gonna be going at it because it's college basketball season.
Oh, shout out to
and
my
he a
baby,
Tar
though.
Heel,
Shout out to
and
my
I'm
baby.
a Blue Devil.
My baby Jenny, she on there. First one to respond. Appreciate you, Queen.
Hey, always first online,
All
man. Ab, you back in motion?
I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Nah, don't worry
That's
about
all
it.
good, champ.
Ab, we want to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Yesterday was
We
Dad's birthday.
celebrated another year. Happy New Year to you, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Another year, man. 25 years old.
Yeah.
You still look young, Ab, man.
Appreciate
Look,
you.
you can still get in there and cook fighters, man. I bet you can.
Few of them definitely.
Man, listen, if y'all ever see this, man, I'm just with all due respect, champ, I gotta say it, man. We ran into you in Atlantic City at the Boots versus Villa fight.
Yes.
But man, listen. You like the Puerto Rican Ric Flair. I mean, the Mexican Ric Flair, bro. You swagged out, baby. Listen, y'all ever see my man? Yo, listen. He's suited and booted, baby. The Mexican Ric
Always
Flair,
fresh,
baby.
always fresh.
Yeah.
Two-time.
That's right. I appreciate you, man. I tried.
We gotta get you Taylor's number, know what I mean?
Yeah, I always try to clean up nice. I tell people, I like to clean nice, look good, so people can be looking at my suit and not too much worried about what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is not right, you know. Keep them entertained with the looks.
No, you've been doing your thing at Showtime, man. Color commentating, and especially this year has been one of the biggest and best years in boxing, man.
Absolutely.
You've been getting all the front. You got the front seat to every hot fight, man. Especially this past weekend. You was there again, calling it like it is, man. Let's get started on that one right there. Benavidez and Andrade. A lot of people. I felt it was 50-50, more 55-45. I was leaning towards Benny, but it was one-sided, just like a lot of these big fights have been.
Yeah, exactly, man. Now, you can't just believe that certain styles gonna be trouble for Benavidez. Like you said, most of these fights, you don't always get them right. Like for example, Terrence Crawford and Sarah Spence. I thought it was gonna be closer than that. I thought it was an even matchup. Two giants, going at it, and it was just one-sided. So speaking of this fight, I also thought that Andre, however you want to call it, was going to give Benavidez trouble because of his boxing abilities. He's big, also he can punch, southpaw, crafty, hard to hit, but it wasn't the case, man. Benavidez just walked to him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think 168 might have been too much for Boo Boo?
I just think that Benavidez was too much for him, Period. It wasn't the weight. It's just Benavidez.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Benavidez. He showed us that he's ready for. Well, he has been ready, but proved it once again that he's at that level where he needs that fight against Canelo. It's only right. We already put him against different styles. Styles that we thought that we're gonna give him trouble, but just that beast. He's just that animal where he just walks you down. Too strong.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So.
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
It's good money.
Yeah, Ab.
Yeah.
Ab, you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
All right. So now with that being said, right? It's the biggest fight in boxing that can happen today is Canelo Benavidez.
Yeah.
Those are two Mexican fighters, you being Mexican yourself, and we know Mexicans don't play, man. You guys fight the best. Y'all don't duck no smoke. If Canelo doesn't fight Benavidez, how is he gonna, not only to the boxing fans, how he's gonna look, but to the Mexican fan base?
That's that's a solid question, and I've been hearing that a lot. I've been seeing it on social media, people talking about it, and it's 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 um it's a fight where Canelo has to take, because yeah, he's not gonna look good, he's not gonna. It's just not gonna look good, on his resume, knowing that he ducked someone else again. But again, if with all due respect, I don't see Canelo taking a fight right now. Next, I think Canelo's gonna try to go for the older, well, not older, just bigger Charlo Jamal after his last fight, and then maybe the last fight that he has with PBC, he'll go with Benavidez. But this immediate next fight, I don't see Canelo taking it.
But he will get that fight. I mean, he got a 3-fight deal, and I'm thinking,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna do the Charlo
business
fight
first,
yeah,
right?
he's gonna do the Charlo fight first, and then he's gonna end it with Benavidez.
Yeah, see, I told you. It's gonna be
That's how I
more
see it.
next, and then Benavidez September.
But Benavidez is gonna get his shot.
Hopefully.
That's not. I don't think that he's going without that.
Yeah. I don't see Canelo. It would just look bad on him. It would just look bad if he walks out and he retires without giving us that fight. I wouldn't want to retire knowing that, I could have fought. And to be honest, it's a 50-50 fight. Obviously, I think Canelo, can obviously can beat Benavidez, but I also see Benavidez beating Canelo. So it's one of them fights. So if Canelo decides to retire without fighting Benavidez, it's just not gonna look good.
Being that you called the Plant fight, Benavidez Plant earlier this year, you just called this fight. How is the star power starting to grow for David Benavidez? Because there's 2 pay-per-views back to back, and yeah, the numbers are not blockbuster, right? But nobody's really doing blockbuster numbers like that. But the attraction and the craving of the fans, like, I feel like Benavidez is starting to grow on the world of boxing, and the casuals are starting to catch on as well.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. His star is definitely growing for Benavidez. I mean, already named nicknamed by Mike Tyson, the Mexican Monster. Seriously, I mean, you saw a lot of celebrities, rappers, artists, at the fight, already talking about the fight, against Canelo. So he's that guy. He's been improving, like you said, that fight against Caleb Plant. That was one of the reasons why I thought he was gonna have trouble against Bubu Andre, because he was looking for that one shot, one loading up on punches, looking slow, just walking like he had cement legs. And I'm like, yo, yeah, he was against Plant those first couple of rounds, and I'm like, man, I think Andre is just gonna box him. He's slick, man. He's crafty. He's gonna grab him, turn him. He's gonna turn him all night. But again, improving, and it shows, and it showed this fight, man. Again, definitely a star, definitely a big name in boxing right now, Benavidez, and it's just a matter of time, like you said, before he fights Canelo, and he might be the next big thing in boxing, man. Let's not forget, he's still in his 20s, man.
Yeah,
he's still a kid, but he's still
26.
26, man. 26 years old. I wish I was 26, man. So,
Being that he's 26, right, and
Yeah.
at a young age, right now the window is open, right, and you gotta attack when the window's open. You gotta take advantage of all the opportunities. If Canelo isn't next, who do you see coming into place for David Benavidez until hopefully September becomes the date? Because it looks like September will be more or less the time that he gets his shot at Nello.
Right. Listen, first of all, you gotta commend Benavidez for taking on this tough fight. Even though it didn't look tough, but it was a tough fight. He made it look
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
He made it look easy, but he took on this guy that nobody wanted to give him a chance, Andre. And then I read somewhere that he wants to fight Vivo.
Yes.
So if he does that, man, then you got my respect. I mean, why wouldn't you? Ultimate respect to Benavidez for wanting to take on Bibbo before taking on Canelo. Yo, that just lets you know that this guy's in a different level. You get me? So if he does take on that fight, not saying that it will happen, but if it does happen, man, that'll be a tremendous fight. That'll be a big fight. I think, Benavidez. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. Obviously, he's a big guy. Benavidez. Obviously, Vivo is just an outstanding outside boxer. Fights from a great distance. He's not your what can I say? He doesn't do extra. He does the basic 1-2, 1-2 from a distance. But he's dangerous. But if Benavidez is able to beat Vivo and then take on Canelo and beat Canelo, bro, we're talking about the new face of boxing. You get me?
Yeah. No, I think if he does that, we got to put him the #1 fighter in boxing.
Yeah,
Not too
no
far
doubt.
fetched, right? 'Cause he's already light heavyweight's not far.
He'll be at pound for
That'll
pound.
be
He'll be
two
on the list.
divisions. That'll be two divisions.
Look, Morris.
Yeah, he's talking about moving up. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Morris, call me crazy. After what I saw on Saturday, and people gonna call me crazy, from super middleweight to cruiserweight, I will put Benavidez to beat any fighter from 168 to 200. Yeah, I said it. I'm telling you, I think he's that good.
After that,
Give him a bell. Give him a bell there.
Hey, I'll back that up, man. I hey, why not? He's speaking facts right now. Hey, this guy's demonstrated that. He's a beast. He's 26 years old. I mean, really, his man strength hasn't even been shown yet.
Not been tested yet.
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't even break a
that's what I'm
sweat.
saying. Don't look like he even really.
He hasn't
went
gone
too hard
Super
on
Saiyan, huh?
Booker.
He hasn't gone Super
exactly.
Saiyan yet.
Yeah, that was
I didn't
like
even turn it up the next level on that fight.
He was
that was
hit-
still level 1.
that was like when you got the Tesla, you put it in sleep mode. You're just like, just drive. I'm gonna take a nap. That's what it looked like for that fight.
Yo, so there's talks of you at 68. There's David Morrell. Charlo just fought at 163, but
66.
66. You know they came in at 66.
He was at 168. He was right there in the door.
Munguia was I heard there was speculation of Munguia and Benavidez earlier this year before the Andrade fight got announced. Again, I don't believe Canelo's next. Canelo's not gonna be next in May.
Nope.
And if Canelo is not fighting Charlo, does the Charlo Benavidez, that's a hot ticket right there as well. Or does Munguia step in back in the mix and we get an all Mexican showdown there?
He can because of that. I think there's nationalities, have a lot to do with it. Put them two Mexicans together, they sell out for sure on the Cinco de Mayo weekend, just for that. But is Munguia ready? I don't think so. He's one of the least ready. He's not, just being honest. I much rather watch him against what's his face, Puerto Rican cat. Berlanga, exactly. Exactly.
Berlanga, that's what we've
Berlanga.
been
I mean, that would be exciting. I think that was
There you go.
Puerto Rican versus Mexican.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, if I were a
sluggers.
matchmaker, I'll put them two together. I'll put Morale against Charlo.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, and
Jamal versus
Canelo and Benavidez main event. Damn, there you go.
Four-corner matchmaking.
Honorary. He's been tuning in. Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, all right.
Oh, that's a great card right there.
Yeah, but listen, Morale's that's her last fight. Actually, we're calling that fight. He's fighting forget his
Minnesota.
name.
You guys are gonna be in Minnesota.
He's fighting in
December
Minnesota, but he's fighting
16th.
Uzbeko. Yeah, he's fighting Uzbeko on the 16th. David Morale. I want to see how he looks, man, because this guy's been calling out everyone. He's a freaking power puncher, man. This guy has cement hands. He'll hit you. He's got bricks. And and not only that, he can box, man. He's a smooth softball.
Yes.
So I would like to see him against.
We got
any of
some
these
comments.
fighters.
Yeah, I think he's part of that. I think we're starting to see a new generation of Cuban fighters, Mahrez. They were relatively known to just be pure boxers, the Cuban school of boxing. But now these guys is punching. They come in the fight. We seen Robisi. We seen Morel. We seen Andy Cruz now, right? His first fight was a 10-rounder, and he looks like he comes to fight. So they starting to evolve, man.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Who kind of started that, and I respect him, and he was an entertaining Cuban fighter, Gamboa.
He got in there for everybody.
He ain't want to matter. He ain't matter who it was.
He's still Crawford's toughest fight to the day.
Brother Tim says nobody beats Benavidez but Morrell.
But Morrell. Okay, Tim.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
But
Tim.
does Morrell get these fights? Because to me, I would love to see him win with everybody, but it's like he's in the back of the line, right?
Because he still got to win something.
He just popped up on the scene a little something too.
Well, it
But
doesn't
a
matter.
Charlo fighter-
Whoever get in front of Benavidez, the last person was in the back of the line and got chopped like a lumberjack this
Listen.
weekend. So it didn't even matter.
I'm gonna say it like this. Anyone fight Benavidez is getting a closed casket. That's just how it's going to
Bad
happen.
right now. It's bad right now.
Hey,
Except Canelo.
Canelo, listen. I know that's your man, X, but listen.
That's what, I don't know, man. Listen, when you get to a certain age, certain things don't
Yeah.
they don't feel the same when you
but
get that
check
type
it.
of punishment.
Check it respectfully. Nelo hasn't been taking punishment. Like Triple G has been his toughest fights, and John Ryder and Caleb Plant gave him. Caleb Plant was slick. You know,
That was
Caleb
a
Plant was
boxing,
slick. It
'cause
was
we
good
know his
boxing.
style.
It was
That's
style.
his style. He's not
But
yeah.
John Ryder and Triple G have given Canelo his biggest challenges these past 5-10 years, man.
But can I just
Everybody
say,
else he's
can
cooking.
I just say two things? John Ryder and Triple G is not 26 years old, and they're not the Mexican monster.
Cool, but the younger fighters who should be taking it to the quote unquote old dog ain't. Benavidez will.
Yeah.
Benavidez will.
Yeah.
And that's why
That's
we
what
want
makes the
that
fight so
Yeah.
interesting
I-
because it's gonna see what is Canelo really he got left in the tank.
I kind of want to just go in a little different direction real quick. Abner,
Yeah.
you know, you work for Showtime. We're big boxing fans, obviously. We got this podcast. We've been doing it for years. Unfortunately, Showtime is saying bye to boxing, right? We seen HBO a couple of years ago do the same. What's your thoughts on the state of boxing, and where do you see the direction of boxing going?
Well, honestly, I think boxing is still good. You know, we still good. We're still in a good position. The simple fact that we're going out of business as far as a company, Showtime, not doing, not putting that. But it's not just. Remember this, it's not just boxing. Showtime is getting rid of sports
In general.
So in general, exactly. So it's not just boxing. But I think boxing is still so big, so live that I'm sure that PBC already has a platform, ready to be announced, so I hear. And that's going to be a big announcement when it is. And, just another platform is going to carry that because let's not forget, PBC still has Canelo for 2 big fights. What network wouldn't want to have that Canelo,
No.
Now that he got
What?
Tank Davis, you still have Terrence Crawford. And you still have, Errol Spence. You still have these big guys, Dave Benavidez. I mean, you got so much talent. Speaking of PBC, that fighting a platform, finding a network, it's not going to be that hard. So I mean, to answer your question, I think boxing is still very, very live. It's just a lot of things are changing, which is TV is not being watched no more, as much. Or really not really, so that's why you got these streaming networks, exactly, like the Zone, like ESPN Plus, and they're Amazon Prime. So wherever PBC ends up at, boxing's still going to be very well alive.
All right.
Abner, we got one question from one of our followers, Timothy Stoudemire. He asked this question. He said, "Who wins between David Morrell and Benavidez, and why?"
David, oh man, if they were to fight now, David Morrell,
They put you on the
They put
spot,
you on the
Chad.
spot.
You on the
David
spot.
against David.
I mean, based on what I've seen,
a good
obviously David Benavidez. I mean, David Morrell has looked like a monster, but who has he fought? I'm sorry, who has he fought? Like, give me a big name. Like, who has he? Like, all right, he beat this guy. You got to give him respect. I respect him. He's a good friend of mine, and believe me, he's a big guy and big puncher. But he hasn't fought the likes of of Caleb Plant. He hasn't fought the likes of Boo Boo Andre. He hasn't fought these guys, big names, and the Benavidez is walking through them. So I mean, if I had to on paper, if I had to go through pick a side, it would be David Benavidez because he's proven. Period.
Absolutely. That's where my money at.
Okay.
If I had to bet, that's what I'm going with.
Going back to Showtime, how many years you been on the commentary team now?
It's been 3 years, man. I'm a baby.
Wow.
I was the baby of that team, man. Unfortunately, it's over. But three years, man. 3 solid years.
Now, call up Uncle Al and let him know that you want slot time on wherever we land.
Yeah, plenty of
Believe
it.
me, I'm texting him every day. Yo, call me.
Listen, tell him he's suited and booted and he ready to get to work.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Morris, being that, you know, you were a fighter and you fought at the highest level, what take us behind the closed doors, right? Because we see a lot of this, and I'm the perfect example, right? Like with Crawford and Spence. Oh, he's on the wrong side of the street. Right. These promoters won't do work together, but then again, we do see these promoters work together. What's usually the biggest obstacle in fights being made when it comes to fighters from different promotional companies who's known not to really work together?
Well, obviously, the biggest issue is always, you know, egos, pride, you know, honor, you know, between these promoters, big names, you know, and I'm gonna throw names like, you know, like Oscar De La Hoya, like Top Rank, like Al Heyman, like, you know, PBC, you know, you gotta put that aside. I like what Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford started, which is it just took a phone call, man. That's it. Yeah. Me and you, the fighter, let's work the fight. And this is, it sounds, no, it doesn't sound bad. It is what it is. They work for us. You know, we're the fighters. We bring the money. You know, they work for us. So, hey, I want this fight. Make it happen. I don't care what you got going on with that, you know, promoter, manager, whatever. That's their personal, you know, issue. Yeah, but you know, it's time to make money. You know, it's time to get this big fight, and it's hurting the sport. And that's why a lot of people, I talk to people, talk to fans, and I'm like, man, I stopped watching boxing because y'all don't fight each other. Like, you know, you guys are just fighting bumps. You know, you guys don't, and a lot of robberies too, man. The decisions are, you know, oh my God,
talk about it,
awful. So I mean, a lot of that has to change in order for the sport to get back to where it belongs.
Going into that. Years ago, a lot of these, it's still going, and a lot of fighters are caught up in that promotional thing back and forth. We always wanted to see you and Nonito Donaire, and you guys at the time that was like at the heart of Heyman and Top Rank and Bob not doing any business, like and we didn't get that fight between you guys, man. Like how tough was it to get that fight? Even it never happened, but the negotiations to get that.
Yeah, it was always talked about, but at that period of time, I was with Golden Boy Promotions. I was with that company, and they for unfortunately, you know, him and Bob Aaron weren't working. You know, they weren't doing fights amongst, you know, companies, so that hurt me. You know, it hurt the fighter. One for, you know, financially, that would have been a big payday, and two, you know, for history, brother. I mean, we here not only for the money, but to make history and to make these big fights. I didn't have it easy, man. When I was with Golden Boy, it was like this. It's either this fight or no fight. You know, like shit. Then I got to fight. If you go look at my track record, I mean, I fought the best after the best after the best after the best for like a period of 2-3 years back to back, because that was the only fights that were given to me. You know, now you have these young fighters that, you know, they got options. You know, either you're fighting the cab driver or you're fighting the taco guy, or you're fighting like, you know, they get them easy fights and big money. That was a problem. They were getting paid a lot. Not hating, respect, and, you know, make their money. All the youngsters right now. But who have you fought? You know what I'm saying? Who have you beaten? Yeah. So
definitely,
it's time to fight. You know, all these organizations that have, you know, all these belts as well, man. I'm sorry, but, you know, it's time to get rid of those as well. It should only be champion for, you know, each division like it was back in the day. And if you're number one and he's champion, they got to fight each other, and they got a period of time. They got a period of time that, you know, boom, you know. Again, I'm not talking bad about, you know, certain organizations, because I respect them all. I get along with all of them, but, you know, that's as a boxing fan from the outside seeing it in, you know, that's what I want, you know, the changes I want for it to make.
Yeah, Morris, we know the sanctioning bodies are the cartels of boxing. Let's be real. These dudes, they just make their rules as they go. They just do wild stuff. But Morris, you could talk your shit, man. Let's be real. You was put through the fire at a young age. Yes. Anyone who knows boxing, I remember me and, you know, other dudes like, damn, why they putting him in there so tough? And then on top of that, you want the bantamweight tournament. You fought the best there and came out of that. So you if there's a fighter that could sit here and be like, listen, y'all gotta fight, is you. Because you've been there. No one can tell you, well, did you do it? You say, I sure did. Look at my resume.
Look at that resume.
I mean, listen, we got it right here. We got it right here. From 2010 to 2013, you was nonstop. Like I say, when the window opens, you took advantage. You got Victor Chinian, you got Johnny Perez, Joseph Ebeko twice, Eric Morel,
Leo Santa Cruz twice,
the Panamanian dude, Acelino Moreno. I thought he was gonna give you a tough fight, bro. I swear, because I was like, he's slick, and you dogged him out, man. In the Staples Center, man. You headlined in your city, in Vegas, like the track record speaks for itself, man. 3 divisions. 3 division champions, bell, 4 championships.
Come on, man.
From 2010 to 2013, you conquered 3 divisions, bro.
Put respect on that man's name. If y'all don't know his record, we're going to give you a little quick rundown. 31 victories.
Talk about it.
3 losses,
knockouts,
2 draws, and 15 KOs. Know what I'm saying?
The only losses was his fellow comrades.
His only
he only lost to fellow countrymen.
The only Mexican men, man. Listen. And those awards, come on. Y'all, anybody know boxing, you already know what type of work Leo Santa Cruz is putting out. He fought this man twice. Not once, but twice. And they won by decision. No knockouts, by decisions. So you going 12 rounds with Leo Santa Cruz, you already know his hands is serious.
And one more thing, Adrian Broner talk about he the can man, but you fought Colombians, Africans, Puerto Ricans, Panamanians, Mexicans, Cubans. You fought them all.
You the first can man.
You the real can man.
There you go. Here we go. Give it up for my man Abner. No, Abner, we just got so much respect for you. You understand?
you,
and we from the East Coast. You know, we Puerto Rican, black, but we grew up very diverse, man. We just love the sport. It don't matter what you are. And on top of that, you're a very humble dude.
Yes.
You come from humble beginnings. Can you just kind of give us a little insight how it was growing up, you know, you and your family?
He was born in Mexico and raised in L.A., right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was born in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. But at the young age of 7, my mom immigrated to the U.S., to L.A. At the time, I was 7 of us. My mom had 7 kids, including myself, and we crossed the border. It was a lot easier back then, I'll tell you that. Yeah, way easier. But one of my cousins let me borrow his birth certificate, and that's how I crossed. I swear, man.
Allegedly.
I'm a U.S. citizen now. I don't care, man.
He got money now.
He got exactly how it went down.
But listen, like you said, man, like, you know, a lot of people are going through it too right now, you know, but I've been there, done that, you know, crossing over. My mom, no job, started working 3 jobs. I would not see my mom for days. You know, we'll go to school. There was no food sometimes. You know, there was this neighbor, and I always tell this story. And it was, I'm gonna write a book as well. But you know, there was this neighbor that told us about this. You know, these food chains. So I'm not gonna give names, but you know, famous grocery stores that would throw out their food that was about to expire or just expire. So you'll see us really early in like 3, 4 in the morning in the back in the dumpsters, you know, trying to get food for my family. Again, 7 of us, you know, it's hard to feed 1, 2, imagine 7. So that was my type of life, you know, always ripped shirt, you know, not the best clothes, being made fun of, having to fight because of that, you know, growing up in the hood, you know, just that lifestyle, man, that, you know, no one can tell me, you know, I lived there, been there, done that. Thank God I was able to get away from that. Actually, the reason why I ended up going back to Mexico at the age of 15 was because I was about to get initiated to the gang. And my city is so small that, you know, got word to my parents that, you know, that was going to happen. You know, we had a big junta, like they call it, you know, that they were going to jump me and, you know, become a gang member for my city. And my dad said, no, you're not. You're not going to be no gang member. Boom. He flew me. They sent me to Mexico when I was 15. That was the biggest, you know, the best thing that could have happened to me, because I moved to Mexico. I got my life straight. I started boxing again, made the Olympic team. Qualified, went to the Olympics 2004, ex-Olympian from Mexico. They robbed me for my medal. From there, became pro. I'm married at a young age. I've been married 18 years, man. I met my beautiful wife in Mexico City.
Blessings.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, just everything, man. Going to starting fights, winning $5,000 fights, $3,000 fights, 6,000. Little by little, getting my first apartment. I remember I tell my wife it's so beautiful because our first apartment, was a 1 bedroom. No furniture yet. Every fight we'll start bringing little furniture here and there. Next, start making better money. 2 bedroom. A little bit better money, 3 bedroom. Like, all right,
moving on up.
We're moving up.
Yeah.
Rags the riches, baby.
Yeah, amen, man. So blessed, after that, making big fights and, being able to buy property, my house, my mom's house, buying, things what I wanted. And so, I mean, it's been a blessing, man. And to this day, now we're 11. I got 10 siblings. We're 11 total. And
Wow.
I help them, all of them, man. I help all my siblings. I help my mom. I help my dad, and I will always, because that's my mission. I think God put me. My mission was to look after my family, and to this day I do, and I will until I die. So I mean, I've been blessed. I've been through it, but at the same time, I know that what God has done for me, and again, it's just been blessings, man. So
shout out to you.
Give it up, man.
Blessings to it. So Abner, I got a question from one of the followers, Timothy Stoudemire. I was about to say Bradley. Timothy Stout. I was about to say, oh, Bradley said Timothy Stout. They asked the question. He said, "Do you see yourself ever coming back for an exhibition fight?"
You know what?
He was back last year.
He was back last year in an official fight.
Nah, you talk about.
Hold on.
So I seen Leo Santa Cruz in Vegas, right? And he's the one that came up to him like, "Yo, Abner, like I want to retire, and I think you're about to retire. If not retire, right? Let's do one more. Let's go retire.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
Matchmaking.
So I think a fight between Leo and myself at this stage of our career, it'd be perfect because
Whatever that, the trilogy?
That'd be the trilogy. That'd be the trilogy.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I love that.
So
let me-
it's
is that-
entertaining because at the end of the day, what people pay for is to be entertained, and that's what we're.
Y'all
got that
definitely gonna do
right.
that.
You never failed to do that, brother.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so
We wasn't sleeping. No one ever fell asleep on your fights, bro.
Thank you. So I'll be a fool.
That's
I'll be a
definitely
liar.
a fact.
I can sit here and tell you, no, I won. I wish I could get the Tank or Teofimo or Lomachenko. Nah, man, that's past my time already. I can't want those fights or even ask for those fights because I'm not that at the level no more. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I mean, that's just the facts. There was a point in my career where I was like, all right, I wanted to fight these youngins, but unfortunately years went by and just I can't no more, But yeah, I think a Leo Santa Cruz Abner Mares trilogy will be just the right one to.
So what weight you walking around right now, if you don't mind us asking?
Shoo, my man, putting me on the spot like that. Let's
He like heavyweight.
Plead the fifth on this one.
Let's see.
You gonna fight Benavidez, man?
Man. Maybe the brother, but not.
Jose
right in front of you too.
No, listen. Obviously, Thanksgiving was last weekend. Let's keep that in consideration. Christmas around the corner, but I'm gonna let you guys. Let's start. All right, let's start a guessing game. Let's guess. And
I'm gonna say you gotta be at least. 170.
No.
He fought
Wait.
He fought at 130. His last division was 130. I say he about 145, 150.
Okay. Next.
Uno.
160. I give it 160, 165 with the
Okay.
holiday.
Talking about some say 178, but I'm about to say 168, 169.
Yeah, nah, my man's the last one got it right. I walk around 158, 160 right now.
He a middleweight. He gonna fight diamonds.
He said, I'm coming for you, man.
158, 160.
He said, Charlo, give up that WBC strap, man.
Yeah,
I'm coming back.
I gotta get my man Charlo respect, man.
Yes,
This guy
man.
has said
Shout
it
out
on the
to
telecast, man. That guy was fighting a lot of demons, man. He was going through it. You could see it on social media, man. It don't take a smart man to realize this man was going through it.
Fitness
his
at
post,
160.
his wife, all that like personal stuff, man, and him posting it for people to view. Like it was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this guy was going through. So for people to not understand that, like we humans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We go through shit like you do. Like my life ain't
Of
perfect, your
course.
life ain't perfect, and my boy was going through it. So for him to take on this fight, and let's be honest, he didn't look rusty whatsoever.
Nah,
I didn't see no
looked
rust, man.
solid.
He looked good.
Solid.
He looked good. That jab was still like fast as hell, man.
Yeah.
So
And,
respect to Charlo, man.
Benavidez is one that's gonna give you everything he got too, you know?
No, he bought it. Benavidez bought it, but again, there's levels. But yeah, Charlo, man, my respects to Jamal.
Jamal, shout out to Jamal.
Gonna jump into the 15.
Morez, we talking boxing. You was just telling us about your humble beginnings. What got you into the sport of boxing?
Well, I come from a boxing family. My dad was a professional boxer in Mexico. My older brother boxed. And then, I continue. Unfortunately, my older brother couldn't because since he was the oldest one, he had to start working young, He had to start providing for the family and, he couldn't go far. So it was forced. Honestly, it was forced. I lived, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up rough, when my dad used to beat me with the, with the belt, yeah, with the switch, yeah, with the hanger,
Whatever's nearby.
Yeah, whatever's nearby. So it's either you box or you getting a whooping. So that was my dad. He used to force
That
me.
aim was accurate too.
Yeah, I was forced into the sport. I tell my dad so, but I thank him now, Yeah, I thank him now. I was like, hey, I used to get up in the morning. You'll whoop me if I didn't get up and go run. Take me to go train. If I look bad or got beat up, I'll get a beating from him too. 2 beatings in one day. But yeah, man. But obviously started falling in love with the sport at a young age. I think once I fell in love with it was when I went to the Olympics, realizing that you're representing a whole country. When I was walking and then people were like, "Oh, Mexico represent me." Yeah, Mexicano. Like, oh shoot, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I remember calling my mom through a payphone and telling my mom, "Hey, can't believe I'm in Athens, Greece, representing my country." A young kid from the hood over here, like, yo, like, I'm gonna make you guys proud. And I remember I didn't let them down. They robbed me from my first fight, but I didn't let them down. I qualified. I'm an Olympian, 2004. That's all I can say, man. So
That's it. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
I see here you beat my boy Juan Lopez twice.
3 times, my man. 3 times. 3
times.
I see
Put respect on that.
You also got it on with Rigo, man. How's that
Rigo.
sharing the ring with Rigo?
I fought him in the Pan Ams. We fought for the gold. He beat me. But his style, like we know his style.
That's
man.
fine.
We know.
We know. If you go, I should post that video on social media. But yeah. But he's just running. And I remember I stood in the center of the ring, and I'm like, "Yo, come here, let's fight, man."
He's a runner. He's a track
and then,
star.
he's just running and raising his hand.
People.
People booing. So I mean, he beat me. I mean, I'm not gonna say he didn't, but just. Regal style. Let's just leave it at that.
You said it. The style.
Listen, man, we got a lot of respect for Rigondeaux, phenomenal boxer. But if you suffer from insomnia, you can watch him fight. Just watch him fight. It's gonna kill you.
Shit is night without the knockout.
It's like melatonin. You just take it.
You know who I kind of respect for changing his style, and it has to do a lot with his age also. But Arislani Lara, he changed his style. Too, man. He's staying in the pocket now, man.
He started.
But again, it might had something to do with he's older and he can't use the legs like before. But I'm liking him now, Arislani Lara.
Abner, I got a question for you. Your career has been phenomenal. Started off Pan Am Games, amateur background, fighting Olympics, professional. Now you're on the outside, behind the scenes in a different aspect and commentating.
Yeah.
What advice would you give for any up-and-coming fighter who's about to turn pro? Because a lot of the younger fighters, they see the glitz and the glamour and they see the big money, the big fights and the name behind it, but you've seen it all. What advice would you give any up and coming guys? Like the real deal.
Just don't lose the hunger, man. That's easy. Don't lose the hunger. I think, and I saw it too in my life. Once you start making those big bucks, once you start seeing the flash, you stop training the same, man. That's why you gotta respect Floyd Mayweather, because this guy made millions on top of millions on top of
TBE.
millions, and he was so dedicated, man.
Yeah.
Like he was broke. The man was training like he was broke.
Yeah.
Like they did, like this was his last fight. Like you gotta commend Floyd for
He
doing that.
he never slept on anyone and took anyone lightly.
Never. So my advice to any young out there, man, is always be hungry, man. Always be hungry to be better, to do better. Not only as a fighter, but as an individual, because I think the morals and respect has been lost in this new generation. So morals, respect, and keep it 100, man. Train, and take this serious, man. That's it. I get a lot of messages, people that had eye detached retinas. I'm not going to give names. There's a lot of people out there that I had it before, and I get a lot of those messages like, yo, Abner, I just had suffered a detached retina. I'm not going to tell people that I did because it's a red flag, which I understand. And I'm actually coaching these people like, yo, what do I expect? What's gonna happen? Like, yo, I've been through it twice already, So I tell them, like, I tell them, I'm not gonna tell exactly what but I tell them, how to go through it, man. And I want to say that, I've been blessed that I've helped at least 5, different fighters that have hit me up on social media that had a detached retina. And I just, youngest, man, take every fight like it's your last fight, because you never know, man. Injuries are there. Anything can happen. So, man, just work your ass off, man.
All right. If you, out of your career, what would you say is like one of the most memorable moments of your entire career that you just play back in your mind like, wow, I did that?
But obviously there's a lot. There's a few. Obviously my world titles, every single one of them was meaningful. But I think the bantamweight tournament, because I was the young one. I was the less experienced. All these were either current world champions or ex world champions in that tournament. And my first fight in the tournament was Victor Archinian, the toughest motherfucker.
They threw you in the Lions den.
Yeah, they did, man. I remember. Listen to this fight, man. I got knocked down, I got cut, and I got a point taken away. The worst thing that can happen to you in the fight happened to me. All 3 of them in one fight, one night. And I came back and I fought my heart out, man. I didn't want to give up. I remember being down. I came back. I remember being cut. Couldn't see. I remember they took a point and never was in the back of my head, like, I'm going to lose this fight. Nah. Hard, man. I can't lose this fight. I can't lose this fight. I remember this hit it hard. So hard that I swear to God, man, he hit me once. I think he hit me with an uppercut. My whole head was hurting, man. And I swear, man, like, oh my God,
he was a puncher, man.
And the only thing in my mind, the only thing I was thinking was like, I can't let him know that I'm hurt. I can't let him know that these punches are hurting. So I just kept going. I just kept going forward, and I think that had a lot to do with the mental thing. He got tired, fatigued. Like he's like where do I go? Like I was just on him, and so I think that was to me one of the most memorable fights because of everything that happened in that one fight.
Yeah.
And let me get quick. Any of your fights you ever really took personal? Like anybody you got in the ring with, like, yo, I really wanna, or it's all business?
Nah, it was all business. None of them. I think the one that you could say a little bit, but not so much, was the Leo Santa Cruz, the first one, because we were fighting for bragging rights, from LA, bragging rights, like, yo, both from LA, like, yo, this is my town, that type of stuff. But nothing personal. The guy's so nice, man. Leo Santa Cruz is so nice, man.
But you guys are arguably one of the 2 humblest fighters, man.
Definitely.
With very exciting styles. I mean, you're 2 fighters that every time y'all fought, y'all put on the show, win, lose, or draw. And that's all we can ask for, man, as fans. Because you guys are doing all the sacrificing. We not there when you're in your training camp, right? And then during your training camp, you're arguing with your wife and you want to slap her and you're going through this and you're going through that. No one is seeing.
There's a lot that happens behind doors. Yeah, you're right.
I'm
gonna tell you, I'm gonna share one real quick.
All right.
So before I fought Ponce de Leon, that's another big fight too, man. That people thought I was gonna get knocked out because he was another power puncher, man. When I fought Ponce, I remember, saw people were like, yo, Abner, you're gonna get your ass knocked out. So that was when I suffered my another eye injury, but no one knew about it, and I'm sharing it right now. So I was in camp, right, and
Exclusive.
I got hit, and I got hit in my eye. I'm like, oh shit! I felt like like a lens coming on. I'm
Ooh.
like, but I remember I didn't have no lens. Like I don't wear contacts, and yeah, and it was like I forget the name, but it was like the top of your eye, like that covers it. I think of the cornea. I don't know what it was.
Cornea?
Yeah, I think it was a cornea. I think it detached a little bit.
Oof.
And I remember going to the doctors, and doctor, I had already one detached retina in that same eye, and I went to the doctor. I'm like, yo, doc, what is it? Like, oh, yeah, I think your cornea fell. Like, we just have to laser it. Just like laser it, put it back. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fight in 3 weeks. What do I do? Should I just? I know, but I didn't want to cancel. It's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Abner. It's gonna be difficult. You're not gonna be able to spar. I'm like, man. So what I do, I go back. I'm like, but can I fight? He's like, yeah, you can fight, but don't spar the next 2-3 weeks. Like, all right, cool. I remember Clemente's there. Clemente was my coach, and his son, bigger guy, taller, softball. He helped me get through this to the camp. I remember I was wearing this this mask, like helmet, like the catchers wear.
Yeah.
That type of helmet.
Wow.
And I was just doing like a school of boxing. He wouldn't hit me, like he would just box softball. Like, all right, I'm gonna pretend I'm Ponce. I'm gonna throw these wild punches. Abner, you step back and come back. Again, he was like a 154 pounder, so I could go hard on him because he was just that bigger. So he'll do that like school of boxing for 3 weeks. And I was wearing that just in case, you'll flick me with the punch or whatever, so I won't get injured. I didn't spar for that fight, bro. And I remember I got in there, bro. I looked so smooth, knocked out Ponce, man. I was like, yo, like, how does this happen? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of injuries, stuff that happens. You fights, like you said. I've been married 18 years, bro. Problems at home, fights with the kids, with the wife. Like a lot of stuff. Personal. We got a lot of boxing athletes, fighters that they have a father relationship. Sometimes my dad and I wouldn't get along, shit like that, man. So but yeah, man, it was if I could relive all these moments again, man, I would love to, man, because it made me the man that I am today, and there were beautiful moments, man. Good and bad.
Yo, man, talking about the Ponce fight, that's my favorite victory of yours as well.
Okay.
And I was in San Diego at the Chocolatito Julio Cesar Martinez fight. Caught up with you out there. We was chopping it up, and I seen Ponce out there, and I'm like, yo, Ponce, Abner Morris is over there. Let me get a flick of you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shared the ring, and he was like, no, él está bici, déjalo ahí. And I'm like,
oh, you didn't want
yo, you mad you got knocked out, bro? Come take a picture with my man Morris. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, hold up.
All
You
right.
get me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. No, he's cool, man. He's cool. I don't know why we even, say that. I don't know, man. But he's
He was
cool
like, no,
guy.
él está bici, déjalo allá,
He's still having flashbacks from that KO,
But
Abner.
listen, I remember I used to train with him, a while. There was a time where we had the same manager. What's his name? Joe Hernandez, Puerto Rican guy. Joe Hernandez was managing me at the time and was managing Edwin Valero, was managing Ponce Leon. And Mighty Mike.
You got to work with Edwin?
Yeah, man. I live with him I got stories. I got stories, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, we lived in the same apartment complex with Joe Hernandez. He had an apartment in Montebello, and we all stayed there. So I would see Ponce train, and he was a beast, man. I remember seeing him saying a lot of sparring partners back home. You'll hurt him and knock him down, knock him out. I'm like, so I remember when I wasn't it with Joe and them anymore. When I got the fight with Ponce. But believe me, there was that that thought in the back of my head, like, man, this guy's a beast. It's not gonna be an easy fight. But unfortunately, sometimes fights that you think are gonna be hard are end up not being so hard. I don't. Honestly, it wasn't a hard fight for me that night.
You dropped him twice in that.
Dropped him twice, yeah. Overhand,
that
right.
was the featherweight championship?
Yeah, it was. I moved up. Yeah, I moved up. Yeah, I was a super bantamweight, and I moved up to fight Ponce de Leon.
Which is your favorite strap, Ab?
I want to say that I guess because it's more people recognize it a lot more is the WBC, obviously the green belt,
the green,
yeah, the green. Everybody knows like what it
green.
means, and when they see that red one, they think it's like a taekwondo or something bad. Like, you know. But they're all meaningful, obviously, without no disrespect to any of them. IBF, obviously, I won the IBF. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you another story. All right, so I won the IBF, I won the WBC and the WBA. And they robbed me for the IBO. I should have been the IBO world champion too, because when I fought Victor Archinian, he was an IBO world champion. They never recognized me for that. They never gave me the world title. I'm like, yo, I'm beating your champion. How are you not gonna give me that championship belt? You know. So yeah, another one. You know.
That's why the IBO is last on the list. You know.
But I don't even think they got that
exist. Does it still exist?
The IBO. Yeah, I don't. Because right now it's the IBF, WBO, WBA,
Those
WBC.
are the majors. Those are IBO is.
IBO still in there somewhere?
He get in there, yeah. I heard my man Chris Eubanks was partying in the club with that shit one time.
Yeah, the IBO.
Okay.
Yo, talking about your injury, how did you feel when you had to step back from the ring for 4 years due to back-to-back injuries with your eye?
That was tough, man. Imagine everything that I could have done in 4 years, bro. In a period of 4 years. I mean, I did a lot, thank God. But imagine those 4 years if I would have still been active. I would have still been in the mix. Believe me, I still would have been in the mix with all these, fighters like Oscar Valdez, like Shakur Stevenson. Like I would have been in that mix. I would have been in that mix, but and let's not forget the time when I got injured is when I was gonna fight Tank Davis. So I was this close to fighting Tank Davis.
Yeah, we remember. We remember that. It was pretty much signed, right?
Yeah, it was signed. It was good. I got injured like
y'all were going to the StubHub Center, right?
Yeah, we oversold that place. I remember getting a phone call from the manager telling me like, "Hey, Abner, it's sold out and they want more tickets." What we're gonna add another bench in the front, and we're gonna add them, more tickets. Let's do it.
Give them what they want, baby.
Yeah, we sold it out, man. And unfortunately, I had the detached retina a week and a half before, and I was gonna still go through it, man. I was still gonna fight him.
That's in your.
And that was at what 130, right, Abner?
Yeah, at 130. Yeah. And people were like, "Man, Tank would have knocked you out. Tank would have destroyed you." Hey, maybe. But there's that may be that I could have been too.
But ain't no quitting you though.
No, we know you would have came.
And I'm gonna tell you that why. Because if you go back and see Tank now, like obviously he's a beast. Like, oh no, there's no way. Like he beat this guy. But before he beat, when I was gonna fight him, who had beaten? No one really. Fonseca, I think, was like his best win on his record. And during that time, he wasn't all there. Like, he wasn't focused. He wasn't training. It was when he was doing bad. And when he was with AB, with the AB time.
You already know.
He was
so I was like, man, I got him in the perfect time. This guy's not gonna be ready. I'm just gonna take it to him. I'm gonna take it to him. I'm gonna dig it in there. I'm gonna take him to a place that he's never been. So that was, that was my plan. But again, it's all in the past. Didn't happen. And could have, would have, but at the end of the day, my respects to Tank Davis for growing up as a man, and as an athlete, and he is where he is because of the changes he made.
If they told you to get back in the ring, they're gonna throw that money at you. You'll fight him now?
No. No.
He's a smart man, Morris. He got family. He not. Yeah. He should heard him.
It's not all about money all the time.
There you go. There you go. 25 mil? Nah, I gotta pass on this one.
I'm good with what I got in my bank. It's not a lot. It's not little either, but it's enough to get through my my family right. I got it close. My daughter's gonna be 18 already in April, bro.
Oh, so congrats. Listen, Morris, I have two daughters.
College.
College. Forget it.
I got 4 daughters.
Oh,
there you go. So we all girls, man.
Yeah. We finished.
It's children. 4 corner children.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't mean to cut you guys off, but listen, I got a dinner reservation. As you guys know, it was my birthday last night. It was my birthday last night. I celebrated with my kids, and tonight my boys want to take me out. So
turn up. Have a great time, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you all
quick.
for your time. Thank you for the space. Talk to me. Yes,
real
sir.
quick. I just got some questions I want to ask you real quick. We can run down them real fast. Your favorite championship fight?
I said Tank Dave. I mean, I'm sorry. Did I fight in or that?
Yes, your favorite championship fight where you out your championship victories. Which one was your favorite?
I think Anselmo Moreno. I like that one. Yeah, because people didn't think I was gonna beat the slick fighter. So Anselmo Moreno.
Your toughest opponent?
Victor Chinian.
Who was your favorite trainer? Because you had Robert Garcia, Virgil Hunter, and Medina.
Medina and Nacho Beristain, brother.
And Nacho, yes.
Nacho, I'm gonna go with Nacho because that's a living legend right there. Nacho Beristain, yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya or Richard Schaefer?
Oh shoot! Who's asking these questions? Yo,
you can plead a fifth.
You can pass.
You can vacate. Around here, we vacate. You don't have to answer the question. You can vacate.
I'm not. It's Richard Schaefer, no doubt.
Top 5 Mexican fighters. Your favorite?
Julio Cesar Chavez. What's his name? Salvador Sanchez.
In particular.
No, I know. Salvador Sanchez, Julio Cesar Chavez, Eric Morales, Finito Lopez. And I might add 2 more, Marquez and Eric Morales.
Good list.
Yeah, top 5 today. Who you think are the best fighters today? Top 5.
I like obviously Errol Spence. I like Terrence Crawford. I like Canelo Alvarez. I like Tank Davis. I like let's see. I like Boots Ennis. I like Boots Ennis. He's not a pound for pound, but I like Boots. I mean, that I like. We're not doing pound for pound. That I like. Boots Ennis and Inoue. I like him too.
All right.
The face of boxing, Canelo or Tank?
Canelo still.
Yes.
Where do you rather, or what was your favorite place to headline, LA or Vegas?
LA, man. Hometown.
Yes, it's hometown.
Home.
Showtime or Fox?
Showtime, baby. Showtime, baby.
Can Vaquero Navarrete become a 4-division champion?
That man can do it all. Listen, he's one of those fighters that he can lose any given moment. You get me? He can lose any given moment because he's not that good, but he's not that bad. You get me? And he's so awkward. So he can lose against the worst guy, but then again, he could beat the best guy. You get what I'm saying? So Navarrete, definitely can become a 4-time world champion.
Who do you got, Fury or Usyk?
I'm gonna get Usyk, man. I didn't like.
I'm going with Usyk too.
I like Usyk.
That last fight.
Haney Prograis.
Oh shit, they're both cool cats, man. I played the 5th on that one.
Crawford or Boots if they were to ever square off?
Crawford or Boots, man. I'm a big Crawford fan, but I like Boots, man. I like Boots. He's young, man. We're talking about age. We're talking about abilities. I think Boots, man. You got to give that man an opportunity. All right. Boots.
Canelo and Benavidez.
I played the 5th on that one. 50-50.
He vacated twice.
50-50 fight.
And the last question. Will we ever see Abner Morris back in the ring?
Well, he kind of
answered that.
You got the exclusive.
We definitely need that.
Mexico contra Mexico. Morris.
That's the man, though.
Yo, thank you so much, Chad, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, bro.
Abner, thank you so much, brother. Have a blessed one.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys take care, man. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Thank you. Log me out. I don't know how to log out.
There you go. All right.
Abner Morris, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes,
3-division champion, man, on the show with us today, man. We appreciate you. Enjoy your birthday dinner.
Yes, King. Salute to you.
Just turned 38 years old. The man put in work. When his window opened up, he took full advantage. Again, I repeat, within 3 years, he conquered 3 divisions. He took on the best all the time. He never failed to disappoint. You got your money's worth. You're going to get your tickets on time.
That's it.
And guess what? He might be back one more time, man.
One more
You
time.
heard it here.
And that'll be
You
another
heard
one.
it here.
Heard it
In
here,
Four
man.
Corners Boxing. Him and Leo Santa Cruz.
Trilogy.
Round 3.
15 rounds of boxing got that exclusive for you.
There you go, man.
Shout out to
So
Abner. What a
Man, yeah.
cool dude.
yeah, that
Great
was a
dude,
good,
man.
good
He's
interview,
awesome,
bro.
bro. He's awesome. We bumped into Ab in Minnesota earlier this year for the Subriel
man.
Ponce fight. We bumped into him in
Atlanta
Atlantic
for the
City.
Boots fight.
You saw him in Vegas too, no?
I see Ab. If I'm on
Everywhere.
the West Coast, Ab is at
is
fight
out
night.
there,
you
yeah.
know?
Like I said, he's with Showtime. Is at
Yes.
East Coast. He's everywhere.
Exactly.
He's out and about, man, and never shies away from chopping it up, giving the fans a picture, chopping it up with you. Abner Mares, one of the good guys of the sport of boxing, man. Appreciate you once again,
And
brother.
always suited and booted.
And always fresh to death, yeah.
Suited and booted, man. Listen.
Yeah.
Fellas, though, man.
Let's get to the meat.
Let me ask y'all. We spoke on Benavidez and Andrade with Abner, so everybody got a little bit of touch in there. The rest of the card, man. Let's chop it up on the rest of the card real quick, man.
Let's do that.
We had Charlo and Benavidez, Jose Jr. was the co-main event. Charlo missed weight. It's all good. Benavidez said, "Give me that money,
$75K a pound."
and let's get right back in the ring. Let's continue the show." Who we gonna start with? Who was first?
I started last week, so passing it down this week.
The Maniac.
Yeah. We could get that.
Charlo, Benavidez. It went down. It was a 10-round fight.
Yeah. I mean, first, shout out to both fighters, man. Especially more like Abner was saying, man, he was going through a lot of mental stuff. And that's some serious stuff, man.
Yes, for sure.
Unfortunately, you got people that try to make fun of people going through stuff, man. That's some real serious stuff. That's something not to be played with. And we all know that one thing you gotta have right when you fighting in boxing is the mental. You gotta be there, because if not, it doesn't matter who your opponent, you can lose. So you gotta be focused. So for him to go in there and look the way he looked, he didn't look 100%, but he looked good. Like you could tell he a little rust, but he's still an elite fighter. Moore's still an elite fighter. He's undefeated. Remember, it's his brother, his younger brother, that got the 1L. He's undefeated. So, but again, Jose Benavidez, to me, technically he's better than his brother, David. But, Benavidez just has a different style, and he just perfected his style. Jose, like I said, he's the pirate, Captain Hook. So he was very limited in his mobility. But he fought well, bro. He came to fight. Charlo was just a better fighter. He moved. He used his jab good. Some body shots here, and it was an easy fight. It just went 10 rounds, and Charlo won. But Jose came to fight, though. He didn't come to be an opponent, but he was very limited on what he could have done. So, good win by Charlo.
Uno.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good fight. I thought Charlo did look solid. Jab was crazy. Power jab.
Jab.
We were saying that a lot watching the fight. Like every jab looked like it really
Knocked the snot
hurt.
out of Benavidez's nose a few times.
And also, like the Maniac said, man, Jose is limited. So what he was able to do, he was doing it. He's always going to go in there. He's going to give it his all. He's going to give a great fight, a great showing of himself. But there's only so much he could do. I think Charlo mostly wanted to get rounds in, because there was plenty of times where it looked like he could have hurt him or got him out of there. And then even at the end, what's up with hold on?
Oh, yeah.
What's up with the ref, man?
What was that, round 12? Harvey?
Harvey Dot?
Harvey.
That's my guy.
No,
not
that
that
night.
too.
He
Not
did
that
that. He
night.
got the bag. He got some of that
He saved Jose
75K.
from a knockdown.
He got some of that 75K.
Yeah, he got some of that.
I
Yeah.
promise you,
He got
did.
something.
He got some of that bag. He got 25. He got
5%,
25.
yeah.
And Jose took 50. Because it looked like Jose was ready to get up out of there. Charlo started putting on the gas. And for some reason, he came between the fighters for 30 seconds of the last
He could have
minute of the fight.
got that man snuffed in.
But good show by Charlo. He definitely needs another tune-up before I think he gets into anything serious. But he's back. Look good.
Your Lions. Talk to me.
He's got a Simba Raw back. He got his junior Simba Raw back.
I don't know about he got his Simba Raw.
He got it back.
Mufasa Raw.
He's a Bronx.
Nah, he ain't got the Mufasa yet.
He's not a Bronx. He's a Bronx zoo lion. He's not in the jungle lion.
But it's expected. What I knew was gonna happen. I told everybody he was gonna beat David, and exactly what and I already had. I'm sorry, Jose. And like I predicted, Jose's emotion got to him. He defeated himself in that fight. He got too emotional with certain things happening. Tried to hit him with a couple of low blow shots. Like you said, the jab all night. He didn't see that left hand all night. I don't know if his retina was going or what. Like, he couldn't see nothing. Same shot. And it was a good tune-up for Jamal. You know, he came in heavier, but at the end of the day, hey, you signed the contract. And David Benavidez Sr. said in the interview he didn't want his son to fight that fight. Once it came in overweight, he was like, I don't want my son to fight. But him being a warrior, I know he's going to want to fight that fight.
Pound, that's $225, man.
Yeah, you know, but
extra $225.
I understand David as well. You put in all this time, you train, you go through training camp.
Jose.
Jose. I keep thinking about, you know what I mean? Think about the start of the night, you know what I mean? The start of the night. I'm thinking about, you know, so Jose, you know, I understand his point too. You know, you train, you dedicate yourself that many weeks of training camp. Listen, keep it going. But like you said, we already knew he was limited due to his mobility with his footwork. He wasn't solid due to his past incident. And right now, he's just going to be a gatekeeper, in my opinion. He's going to be a gatekeeper at that division. And, you know, it is what it is. He's still going to get paid. He's still going to challenge dudes. Because one thing about him, he don't lack heart. He don't lack going out there fighting. He's going to give you a fight. It's just after a certain amount of time, the body's going to do what it can't do anymore. And that was it. But good win for Jamal. You know, got another win column back. And salute to you for what you was going through, because Abner even said it. For those who don't listen to what we say, you get to hear from a professional champion. You know, it's life, man. He went through things going on in his personal life, depression, certain habits, you know, and he's back on top. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So right now, he's back in the win column. And keep moving forward, man.
Mo, X, let me ask you this. So Moore moves to 68 or he goes back down to 160?
After missing weight, you know, it was contracted to 63 and then missing weight coming in at 66. Sounds like 68 is right there. But I heard he was like, if the negotiations are right, Carlos Adames, Janibek,
160.
They could all get
160. Let's go back to where it's at. I think he needs to go back there and defend that title, man.
He want to go to the projects.
Yeah, I think he could fight. I think he could fight at both weight classes. Honestly, again, Boo Boo just lost. We always wanted to see him and Boo Boo. So if y'all not gonna do it at 68, right? Boo Boo, Coach Dre said he wants Boo Boo back at 160.
60.
Like there's money to make always for Charlo. He looked good. He dominated. He got the rounds in, like you said, Uno, which was, I think, the most needed thing.
Correct.
Like, fuck the knockout. You know what I'm saying?
After 2 years,
get the
definitely.
work in. And say what y'all want to say, Jose Benavidez is game.
Yes.
Whoever won it, whenever, he's down to fight.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on. Maniac. I'm going to give this one to you again. Hold up, Maniac, because this is Puerto Rican compadre right here. You heard?
Goya, sazón, adobo.
Yo, we got to get those shirts, boy. I see those shirts. Yo, make your call. Maniac, make your call. I got to get them shirts. You saw them shirts?
Yes.
With the half rooster, with the half? Yeah, I need that.
Yeah,
listen,
man.
when
we
it comes
talking
to
about Subriel,
this one gets a man, oh
man.
Fourth round knockout, 4 corners.
Yo, listen, man. Subriel Matias, he's a rare breed fight of a Puerto Rican because the Puerto Ricans are pretty much known to be boxer punchers. He is straight a puncher, no gas. I mean, gas, no brakes.
Come forward.
And man, listen,
he's on that Area 51 plane too.
Oh, he's looking at property. He's looking at property. He's looking at.
They about to give him the access code to get out the lab.
Listen, he's with the real estate agent. They're like, listen, we got this, papi. We got this for you. Here. So look, man, guys. For those that are not familiar with Subriel Matias, he's 20-1 with 20 KOs. that one loss.
Repeat that record.
Yes,
You in the
He's
back.
20-1 with 20 night quills. That means when he hits you, you go me.
And he
night,
avenged
night.
the defeat by knockout.
And he avenged that one loss by knockout. He lost by decision. This is the thing, guys. His power, yo, bro, is retarded. And this is another crazy stat. He has 8 of those 20 knockdowns. Dudes quit on the stool.
Oh, 8 of the 20 victories.
8 of the 20 said, no mas.
No
I'm
mas?
staying right here.
Throwing the towel.
I'm
Both
stay-
his fights this year, they quit on the stool.
And unfortunately, he killed a fighter. He killed a fighter, man. And
that plays mentally, man.
And I'm not, listen.
That's what mentally messed him up the night he lost.
And not only that, I'm not going
Hold
to.
him back, probably.
Not because he's Puerto Rican and I'm Puerto Rican, but maybe, I'm just saying, maybe he got to take that Vada. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's on
It
something.
don't look like he hitting hard that hard.
But that's
though.
what's scary.
hard.
But this is what I'm saying. It's not about because he doesn't look like he's hitting hard.
he is, though.
But he is.
He is.
He is. So it's like, bro, when did you look? We seen fight, bro. We all big boxing fans. We're not casuals. We're hardcore. We seen punches, bro. When did you see someone have 8 people quit in the stool? You don't see that. They quit there. It's something because
Maschenko is making them just quit on the stool.
because mentally what they saying is
This is hitting you.
what they saying is, nah, I ain't going back out there.
And he's taking their
No.
shots.
And he is. No,
let
nothing.
you shot. He let you shoot your shot.
But anyway, let's get to the fight real quick. He fought Shoshajan Ergashev. This dude was 23-0 with 20 knockouts
A puncher.
from Uzbekistan. Now these Asian European fighters, they very fit. They have some kind of skill. He was half pop. You saw him.
Yeah, nah.
He
Yeah.
came out, southpaw, pam, pam. I said, oh,
That was it.
he coming.
He got a lot of knockouts on his
Bro,
resume.
as soon as he felt the power,
Yeah.
he started to get his Michael Jackson on, moonwalking. He said, hee. I'm getting away from this dude. And you saw, after the 4th round, he said, I'm going back to my country. I ain't dealing with this. So he comes, he wins again, another stoppage. He calls, in Spanish, he calls Teofimo punk, right? He
In the interview, right?
Yeah, right at the fight. And then he calls out Haney, he calls out Prograis.
That's 3 he wants.
And that's what I like, man. We want the best to fight the best
Gotta
at
build
the end of the day, man. So I was impressed again with Subriel. He's definitely looking at property in Area 51. And, man, I'm looking forward to seeing him. What you thought, Mo?
Man, listen. Thank you, Subiel. FanDuel, baby. Appreciate you.
Ching, ching.
Ching got that green check, that little trophy. Like, yeah.
Jose said they gotta check the glove rack.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
But you know what, though?
yeah.
They got to check. Yeah. I don't want to discredit him for that. You know, we joke, we say that. But I don't want to discredit the man because he puts in that work. And, like, he hits with bad intention, but it don't look like.
Correct.
It don't look like that.
Correct.
It's like it's like catching that liver shot. Like, you get hit, you're like, ooh. Like, okay, I'm gonna get back up. Oh wait, hold on, I can't. You can't breathe nothing. I'm amazed what he's doing. I see him unifying. He could be undisputed and clear out the division. There's a lot of people that ain't gonna be taking that phone call after seeing what happened, and they like
That's
another
a stacked
one.
division, baby.
Another one bites the dust. Listen, nah. Who's at the door?
Ding, ding.
You not here?
Me no home. Me no home.
You heard what he said.
Listen, man.
Yeah,
and
we said
Primo,
it. Yeah,
Tank,
we said it.
Haney.
No, he
Tank.
didn't say Tank.
He
Said
said Tank.
Javante.
No,
Yeah.
no.
He said Javante. He said Theo. He called Haney.
Nah, come on. But
He want
anyway,
them
we
all.
know that's not gonna
That ain't
happen.
gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen, but he want them all. They
Yeah.
PBC. It can happen.
But
They PBC.
that was a great fight, easy work. I wish I wish they would have betted that 50,000. But I see why homie ain't put money on himself because
He ain't even go 4 rounds.
he got cooked quick. But I knew it was gonna be personal. I knew it was gonna be an early night. I didn't think it was gonna be at 4. I gave it to about 5, maybe 6. Cause when homeboy came out with the whip during the press conference, Subriel looked at him like, Oh, okay.
He's a
That-
dominatrix.
Listen, that
My man
win was
Jose
for his
said-
ancestors.
Jose said he might be using the Panama Lewis.
That win Surreal had was for his ancestors right there. That was the worst thing that dude could have did was brought out that whip.
Yeah.
But once again, he showed why he that guy, and he's a reckoning at that division. And I don't
Yo,
see too many
fresh.
people answering the call.
My Ninja Man, he fresh. You already know what it is, man. He said the interview was litty, baby.
Yeah.
Good looking, my G. Good looking. Smash the like button, people. Smash, like, share, subscribe. You already know.
Let me just give a shout out to my man Jose, my man the Dominican Dream.
Yeah.
So that's
Another one.
Dominican Dream?
Yeah, Jose, yeah.
Dominican
Shout out.
Dream,
That's a funny
salute,
ninja
my brother.
right there. That's
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
ninja on the gram.
He, go check. Me and Jose also got a podcast, the Boxing Roundtable.
Boxing round table.
Check my man Jose out. He be wilding out. He's a good dude. He know his shit.
He knows
Boxing
his
with
shit.
Chris
He knows
knows
his
up.
shit.
Boxing with Chris. Shout out to Boxing
Yeah,
with
boxing
Chris.
with Chris, man.
Yo, shout out to everybody that support, man. We appreciate the love.
And you know
man.
we support
We
back,
support
man. We in the
everybody
supporting
back, man.
business.
We got a mic here for y'all, man. We got a chair, got a mic. Anytime y'all
Pull
want
up.
to join, give us a call, man. Wednesday nights, we in the studio.
Yeah, man. So Uno. So your thoughts on the Subriel Ergashev fight?
Oh man, like Mo said, you know me. I always talk to Mo about before the fight. You know, press conferences and shit like that.
We be
Hey,
having
man,
these side
listen,
by
you can
side.
tell a lot. You can tell a lot. Like even with De Los Santos, what he was doing, dancing bachata in the locker room,
Wasn't a good look.
danced in the ring.
Boo Boo did the same
Right.
thing. We saw that outcome.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, it looked like he was kamikaze. You know what I mean? Like he would have been one of those strap bomb on and been with it. He would have been with it.
Yeah.
Like you said, he got NyQuil, but they fight one way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He was trying his hardest. And the craziest thing about Matias is he was letting them hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
that's the
that, bro.
absorbing
He
that
was just
joint.
letting them hit him. And at that point, I said, the fight is over.
Yo, but don't that remind you? We were having this conversation, I think it was last week. Dragon Ball Z. When
Yo.
you just absorbing the punches,
Yo, listen,
and then you just
you start building
building
your
it
seat,
up.
right? Yeah.
That's exactly what he did.
So he stood in the pocket, let dude throw his hardest punches.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it might have been a body shot that he caught dude with, I think, end of round 2.
Had
1-2.
homie saying no man.
And and then from there on, like Maniac said, it was
took this-
backpedaling.
Yeah,
You
a
know
lot
what I
of
mean?
a lot of
A
moonwalk.
lot of backpedaling.
Smooth criminal.
Matias, yo, for real. Matias hit, like you said,
We should call him that, the smooth
he hit-
criminal,
he
man.
hit on
Like,
a different level of power.
Nah,
You know
that
what
shit
I mean?
is different.
Like he'll break that machine, you know, the punching machine.
Yeah,
He just-
yeah.
That shit is getting
He got that Drago power.
Yo,
Rocky.
I must break you.
God, I will break you.
As far as him calling out everybody else, I love it. 'Cause,
Yes.
where there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh yeah.
So y'all got to build the smoke up
Oh,
between each
yeah.
other. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to build that smoke up, make these promoters have to dial in on that bag also.
There you
'Cause
go, man.
Put yourself out there.
And you gotta, right? I mean, we all from the hood, right?
Mm-hmm.
We understand. Whoever was the best at something. I mean, we know Uno, you rap, you was nice and ball, you play football. Yo, who else is nice? So we gonna put it to the test. I wanna see you. Oh, you gonna check me, and I check you, play football, play ball, whatever. In the hood, the best go at the best. And boxing, that's what we want to see. You call out the best. You don't call out for Coca-Cola Chris that you know you're going to knock out in 2 rounds. Call out the best, man, and
to
that's
pick
what he
also-
did.
My fault, one real quick.
Go ahead,
what
brother.
Abner said too, right? He said nowadays these fighters got a lot of more options.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He had to
Absolutely.
fight. You had to fight the best or nobody.
Or
right?
nobody. You eat or you don't eat.
So what I would say to all the options, is you fighters that got these options, pick the best option.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because the best option, you worrying about your loss or whatever, that best option is gonna eventually get you that best bag.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what y'all in it for also, right? So
Agree.
And when you
shout
fight
out.
the best, man, your
Become the best.
career,
Become the
your
best.
career,
Still
it changes
still.
like that,
Elevates.
man. You know what I'm
Elevates.
saying?
Shout out.
You
shout out-
conquer 3 divisions. You get 4 or 5 world titles. Your resume,
That's it.
it's like, oh, he fought. Oh, he fought. Oh, he fought. Oh, he fought. Not
Yes.
who you fought. Who you fought. Who you
Yeah.
fought. Who you fought. But shit, yeah. his
And you
lineup is
gotta,
real.
and you know us fans, especially us hardcore, the casuals are just gonna say dumb shit. But the hardcores, you fight 4 killers in a row, and you beat 3 out of 4, but you got knocked out by one of them. I ain't talking shit. Well, I never do anyway, but you gotta say, bro, you gonna lose. I don't care how nice your hand skills is. If you fighting, again, going back to the block theory, if you fighting all the best fighters on your block, somebody gonna cook you.
Win, lose, or draw, we gonna get it
fighting
on.
the best, though.
Yo, to piggyback off that, just Luis Hernandez in the chat just gave a fun fact, didn't even know. He said Sabril had 25 amateur KOs.
Damn.
What?
He knocking dudes out.
25
Yo.
amateur KOs, bro.
How you doing?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Thank you,
that's
man.
great, yo. Thank you, Lewis, for that.
Good luck,
Did not
good luck.
know that.
Yeah, we
bro,
definitely didn't.
That's
Damn.
serious. That's
protection and
the
everything,
headgear.
Headgear.
Bro, 25.
You know who be knocking ninjas out with headgear? Lugo's boys. My boy Coach Lugo down the ATL, man. Nathan and Elijah. Them ninjas is cooking ninjas with headgear, man. Hard body ninjas be hitting the floor, you heard?
You tell me though, Subriel Ergashev, man. What was your thoughts on that and what you want to see next from?
Subriel's a beast, man. He's a beast, man. He brought the pain. Ergachev came in with that
His dominatrix whip. I know. He into some funny things, man. We don't. The pause committee is investigating him.
The
PC.
PC
is out.
And the boxing committee is questioning him because the biggest fight of your career, right? You the mandatory and you
quit. He quit.
Yeah,
he quit.
you know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
didn't go out on his shield.
He couldn't do nothing.
He did a bitch
in 4
shit.
rounds, bro. In
Yeah.
4 rounds. You ain't even I picked Subriel by knockout. So I
Like-
got that
Before-
victory,
yeah,
but
before
I was
the
thinking
bag.
it would
Yeah,
go a
before
little
10.
later than that.
Like 7.
Oh, I
You know
got
what I'm
some.
saying? He packed him up quick. Ergashev, get him out of here. Subriel, he called the names he called. Can he get a unification fight? We'll wait and see. We hope so. But keep him going because Subriel is
Entertaining.
Yeah, he's not hard to make a star. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And he
you
want the
could-
smoke.
You could keep him on the Benavidez undercards. You feel me? Because that's a great
Combination.
yeah.
Yes,
Remember
yes.
when Triple G and Chocolatito was going
Yeah,
doubling up?
yeah.
That combination.
That was good.
You
That
gotta
was
know
definitely
who's
good.
on
Benny
your
and
cards.
Subriel, man.
Listen, man, give Subriel, my man, Special Ed Riley, man. Give my man
That's a good
Special
fight.
Ed Riley.
That's
And
a
Subriel.
quick one.
Yeah, somebody need to
Don't
put
get
him out
his belt,
again.
man.
Because
That's a
ever
good
since
fight.
Tank knocked him out, his Special Ed went even higher. Because he been talking some crazy shit. But
Roddy makes for entertainment,
Yeah, he
though,
definitely
man.
Yeah,
does.
yeah, we're not making fun of that, 'cause, you know.
No. Shout out to all my
Politically correct.
Special Ed brothers, B. Y'all the best. But Riley is just the leader of the pack.
This is not the views of 15 rounds of boxing. These are the views of Maniac. All right, just so you know.
No, but honestly, you know when you about to get into some shit on the block and then just be like, yo, my ninja. A ninja got that Special Ed strength. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
no
strength of-
disrespect
the
to the
strength of
committee,
10
but
men?
you know what you're getting yourself into with those type of cats, man. You gotta be ready
He gonna
to
grab
die.
you by your wrist, bro. Grab you by your wrist. You be like, yo.
Lock.
He's like, all right, you got it.
Now the Garcia fight, right? And Lamar Roach.
The opening card, yes, WBA.
We got a new champion, Lamar Roach.
Super.
Shout it out to my man.
Featherweight
Cucaracha.
championship.
Lamar
Talk about
Cucaracha.
Lamar Roach took the strap from Hector Luis. Hector
Garcia.
Luis Garcia, who is an Olympian.
Correct.
He pulled up, you know what I'm saying? He was hungry, right?
Yeah.
Like Mara said, don't lose the hunger, right?
Correct.
He pulled up, he cooked Chris Colbert.
Yeah.
He cooked Roger Gutierrez.
Uh-huh.
And then he went and got himself the biggest payday, earned himself a
Moved
tank
up.
fight.
Yeah,
But I think
the
that
meal was too big. The
Yeah,
meal was
the bag that Tank he got from that Tank fight got him and chilling in DR like papi.
He was another
You
one.
guys want me to defend
He was
this
another one
title,
celebrating in the
man?
back before the fight.
You already know.
Hector
Yeah.
Luis, it was a good fight. It was a
Yeah,
good fight,
I
but I
think-
think Hector Luis ain't I don't know, bro.
got hit with
That money's
let
there,
me
and
ask,
then they fall back.
Was that a clean punch that Lamar threw on him
No,
behind the
that
head, or
wasn't
was
a
it-
knockdown.
It
It was a clear behind the head.
clear, but he checked him because
He
he
caught him. It was a
sidestepped
check
him.
hook.
Yeah, that's what
That
I'm
was a
saying.
check.
It wasn't
That's
like
a
he
check
hit him
hook.
It wasn't purposely behind the
It
head.
wasn't
not
purposely.
purposely.
He was in motion.
I think it was.
I don't-
He was
look,
in the motion.
Sidestep,
think-
check hook.
This is what happened, man. I think Garcia, he won the first half of the fight. Then he kind of fell asleep on the wheel. And you know what happens when you fall asleep on the wheel? You gonna crash. And that's what happened. And during the later stages of the fight, Lamar Roach put the pressure on him.
Yeah.
He never stopped fighting. And to me, that was the difference. And I remember in my crib, I'm telling my pops, Jose was there too. I said, yo, listen, they gonna give it a roach. I see it. He's applying that pressure.
I feel he controlled most of the fight.
I don't know. And he won the fight, man. And I said it. Lamar Roach is no chump. The guy only has one loss, guys. That was in 2019
that was a while ago.
to Jamel Herring, which is no shame of losing to Jamel Herring, former world champion.
World champion himself.
So, Lamar Roach, welcome to the party at 130. The problem is you got Navarrete, you got Oshaki, now you got him, and you got Cordina. So
Lamar Roach ain't running.
No. I know he not a smoke ducker. We know that. He wants that, and he wants to unify. But I think those fighters are not gonna fall asleep on the wheel when they fight Lamar.
I feel Lamar. Sorry, Mo, 1 second.
No,
I feel Lamar controlled most of the fight. It went back and forth a little some in the early rounds. He never lost his game plan.
Correct.
Yeah,
and he closed out strong with that knockdown.
Correct. Which I don't think it was a knockdown, but he still closed out strong.
I think
bottom line.
Him versus Oshaki would be interesting.
Okay.
Good fight.
Because you got a boxer versus a guy who's Oshaki's not really a boxer full percent. Lamont's more of like a technical guy. But Oshaki got that like he knows how to switch it up. It's pretty much whatever you giving him in the fight, that's what he's gonna take.
Correct. If you make him fight, he'll
gonna fight.
You want to box? We're gonna box. Yeah.
You know, I don't see Lamont having that where he can throw that switch on and off. He has moments like spurts,
correct,
but it's not consistent.
Yes.
Oshaki can do it consistently.
Yeah.
So that'll be an interesting fight to see. It'll be a good one. That to me would be his safest fight out of all the people at 140. Out of all the titles at 140,
at 130,
at Cordina.
I think Cordina's full.
I give you Cordina too. I throw the two, but
Cordina's full.
Stay away from Area 51. Don't even look on that property.
No, don't go into that neighborhood.
Don't do that.
No. You
the Uber taking you the wrong route.
That'd be close casket.
But those two, you definitely
you know
can
who
see
got
that.
their sights on cooking Cordine though, right?
Yeah, we know Lee.
Yeah,
Lee to the Wood. So
and Lee Wood in the 130 party makes things so much better too.
Yeah. Listen, man, he my man. The only thing he got to change his haircut, but it's all good. We ain't mad at him.
Lee, man, make that fight happen. We want to see that. Man.
Uno, what's good, man? Garcia and Lamar Roach, man. What you thought about that? How that played out in your eyes?
I mean, it was a pretty good fight. It was a pretty good fight in the beginning. Like you said, Garcia came out. He always looked like he's doing. You know, I think he's very deceptive in that ring because he be looking like he's doing, but they don't really accumulate to nothing.
Okay, but you got something there.
I mean? Like, he'll land. He got good feint movements and all that. He make it look like he's hitting them.
So it's basically old school when we grew up. The dude that got all the gear on the court, he got the headband,
let's just be real.
The fresh kicks.
Like X said, that bag, right? Remember that bag came with amnesia. So
he lost his sight and everything.
That's his sight or his mind. It might have been both. Might have been both. You know what I mean?
But he quit on the stoop too.
Yeah, but it looked like he slowed down in the second half of the fight. I think Lamont was pretty much game his whole the whole fight though. Like he wasn't doing nothing too different from start to beginning.
He just didn't lose his plan. Like
stay consistent, and he saw his openings. And like he said, the knockdown's questionable.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is I don't think it was an intentional.
No.
No, not saying that you said, but I think that's why the ref let it
go.
Right? Because it was in a sidestep angle.
It was an emotion.
And he was just, exactly. And then at the same time, Hector came down and it all happened like in one motion. You know what I'm saying?
So far he's 0-2 against DMV fighters.
Oh, so he should stay
Baltimore,
out. No license for him.
Maryland, DC area.
They both from Baltimore.
Tank was from Tank from Baltimore,
you know what I mean?
and Lamar Roach is from DC.
He can't drive no.
Yeah, I thought he's from Maryland.
Straight Ubers.
He's not from Maryland.
DC.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's 0-2 against that region. Stay away from that side.
Also on that card, which they didn't show, was Cormel
picked up a victory.
Shout out to Cormel.
Another first round.
2-0.
And
first round is a problem.
Michelle Rivera picked up a victory over limping it.
Oh,
a veteran fighter.
yeah.
That was a decision victory.
That was
Cormel scored another first-round knockout.
First round
Yeah.
knockout, body shot.
And
Gangsta.
Vito.
Oh,
My
Vito
boy Vito, yo,
McNally.
shout out to
Jersey.
Vito, man.
Yeah, Vito got himself a victory as well.
Vito.
And he said he's coming right back before the end of the year.
154. He's only Vito's what now?
One
He's
loss.
21. He started when he was in high school.
Yeah, he's like
fighting.
21. He's
Now
young,
just turned
man.
21,
He's still-
fighting.
he's still in his
154.
diapers.
He was sparring with
He's young.
Jamal
He's a baby.
down in Texas with Ronnie Shields. So he got us good work in. Shout out to Vito and his camp.
Also.
Before we wrap up today, we
Yeah.
gotta let them know what's happening this weekend.
Hold on. Before we get there was another fight.
Oh,
You can't
excuse
forget
me.
that.
Hold
man.
on.
Apologize.
Nah, he did that on purpose.
Hold on.
Bring it back. That's part
Because
of
we
the
wanted to
plan.
make sure y'all had the final stage. The ladies.
The
man.
ladies.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Wow.
Another fight of the year candidate, Katie Taylor.
Let's give it up to
Nah,
him.
give it to
Yo,
them. Give it to them now. Go ahead.
She doesn't
Shout
fail
out
to
to the ladies,
entertain.
man.
Yo, they got it.
The
They
ladies
got it.
never
That's
fail
the
to
fight.
entertain, but Katie
they
Taylor,
That fight right there, like the Saki rounds, the fight. But
Oh,
that
man.
fight,
That fight.
every round.
Dogs.
Every
Yo,
round.
Katie is a power.
She sells out at home again.
All the time.
She's a
She
power.
sells out in America when she comes to Madison
All the
Square
time.
Garden. She's a global star. She is a superstar.
she's
I'm gonna say this.
Undisputed?
She is a superstar of boxing.
Absolutely.
Undisputed in two
Undisputed.
divisions. Two-time
Her
140
is out
pound
there.
champion.
Simultaneously. She has two.
Simultaneous on some
Oh,
Conor
wait, wait,
McGregor
yeah.
shit.
Hold on, at the
Yeah.
same damn time?
At the same damn
At
time.
the same damn time.
Yo, give it up, man. Come
She on
on.
her
Come on,
Conor
man.
McGregor
It's only
shit.
three
man.
Great
now.
vocab,
It's
by
only
the way,
three.
Yeah.
simultaneously.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes,
throw in
yes.
the big
Big
word
vocab here,
every
too.
every
You know
two
what I mean?
episodes.
Yeah, you know. I mean, nothing wrong with
I didn't
Katie
graduate
Taylor,
from
man.
Harvard like you guys.
Great fight,
She
man.
moved up to 140.
And fought.
Right? Because she
The rematch.
she had captured the title there before. She dropped, she won the title, dropped it, went back to 35. She went back up
Went back
now
up.
against Chantel. Lost the first fight earlier this year.
Decision.
Immediate rematch, riding it right back, and picks up a decision victory.
Is that not greatness? Because she lost her first fight this year.
Came
Is that what
back.
you said, X?
L's don't define
L's
you.
don't- exactly.
Thank
They
you.
only gonna make you
Exactly.
strong.
And these
Made
are
her
the
more
women
hungry.
doing this, fellas, so there's no excuse.
Made her more hungry.
In the words of Aaliyah, if at first you don't succeed, get
yourself
yourself
up
off
and
and
try
try
again.
again. You
That's
heard?
it's classic.
Hey,
by the way.
hey,
Word,
Harlem Shake
man.
over here. Hey, hey,
That was
Real.
my song. At first you don't
Hey,
succeed.
hey.
That's
What
my
you
girl,
do
man.
to get to me?
And I'm not
Rest in
gonna
peace,
lie.
Aaliyah.
I thought Chantel was gonna take it again. I picked
Yes.
Chantel last
No,
week.
it was
to
not.
take
I
it
thought
again.
so.
picked Katie.
I thought so too.
I picked
Well,
Katie.
when I picked Katie.
When I
picked Katie.
when I first
Okay.
saw the fight, I was like, "Yo, come on, Katie, you was doing a little holding." But then I
Lot
went,
of
I
holding.
watched,
Lot
I
of
watched it
holding.
again. She's fighting a bigger
Strategic.
fighter. So she
cut
took her.
Chantel
That
this
was
time too.
strategic holding, though.
She took her strengths away. She took
That
her.
was very
yeah.
strategic.
Look, it
dog.
was because she took her strengths away. She's like, I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna fight the inside. When you get comfortable, because she got longer arms than Katie. Pop, pop, pop.
It's not that
move,
you
move,
can't
and
hold.
she danced.
You can't hold.
Yeah.
You gotta know. You gotta
How?
be strategic. Yeah, she,
And
But
that was the zone
let's-
boxing,
let's-
matchroom boxing. You heard?
I will say this,
gonna say.
ref. You dropped the ball on that knockdown. That was
Oh,
a clear
yeah,
knockdown. That was a clear knockdown. That was a clear jab. That was a clear knockdown. She did
off
not step
balance,
on
too.
feet.
I thought she
And-
stepped on her.
And I'm not. No, she did not because they showed the replay. She had distance from her feet with her.
Off
That was a
balance.
clear
Yeah,
jab.
he was off balance.
But
Step back.
you got
That jab, that knockdown makes it a draw.
that knockdown changes the whole game, and we still would have had.
One of the cards
She still
was
would have
a draw.
been champ. Yeah, one was
got
a
a
draw.
majority
What was
decision.
that card? 98.
90. It was 98 to 94. Or was it 90?
98, 92,
99, 90. No, a 99, 93. I think
That
she
was
had
the
a
middle card,
99,
right?
93, something like that. Yeah, that was the middle card. The
Yeah,
middle
they-
card had a
they
major
had
gap.
a
I don't know what
distance.
they were watching, but
He's from
at the,
Dublin.
at the end of the day, you know what? It's funny you say that because me and my wife was watching it, and she's like, "Yo, this ref, you can tell he's showing some favoritism to Katie."
Oh, just the ref?
98,
Oh,
92.
Oh, the commentary was berserk. This is the best women's fight we've ever had
do anything
in
with Katie.
history. And I'm
Yeah.
like, now you capping because Katie and Amanda
That shit
had
was
one of the
shaky,
best.
though. Both those fights this year was
That
shaky.
Katie and Amanda fight was still top of the list.
Yeah. But that's what Katie does. She gets into these type of fights.
But she's still great. She's
Box office.
98, 92, 96, 94, and 95, 95.
98, 92.
Splits.
that-
I think that's the gap.
Majority decision.
But it was a
Majority
great fight.
decision.
It was, and you know what? I like it because it's going to set up a trilogy because both of these women are competitive.
Yeah.
And we're going to see another great
Chantel
fight.
might have to wait.
But
Chantel might have to wait.
Because the Puerto Rican queen said what?
Amanda said, let's do this.
She said, yo.
I need
she
that back. I need that get back.
She said, Eddie, you promised me to park first.
And Katie said,
This is Myra.
Katie said,
This is
down
my
for
money
that.
and I
I'm
want it
down for
now.
that 12 rounds, 3 minutes.
And Katie said
She said it?
Katie said,
Hey,
fuck
let's
the belt.
let's
I'm down for that 12 rounds, 3 minutes.
Matchmaking.
So,
Listen,
yeah.
If Katie is not a phenomenal
Amanda,
fighter,
12
who
rounds.
is, man?
What we doing to that, X? What arena?
No.
They're gonna do it
It's
in
going,
Dublin.
it's going to the.
Dublin.
They
Gotta go
want
to
to
Dublin.
They want to do
Yeah.
it. They want to do it in that
Yeah.
park. I forgot the park. The pronunciation.
Fuck it.
Amanda ready.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, right, before we close out real quick, we do have Ryan Garcia fighting Duarte.
The zone
Durante.
boxing, baby. Match.
And it's-
Golden Boy boxing.
Yeah.
Saturday?
Floyd Schofield on the card.
Hold on, let me see.
O'Hara Davis versus
No, that's been postponed. Today was in O'Hara Davis and Barros.
Barrasso.
It got postponed.
O'Hara Davis visa issues. Oscar De La Hoya just threw it up on the ground.
Man, I was looking forward to that
I was
fight.
looking forward to that
That
too.
great card.
Yeah.
That should really still. That should be the 140 champ.
We,
Just saying,
we
Rolly.
live in Houston, Texas, baby. We going to the H-Town. Yo, old Measy the General, pack your bags. Cousin Mark, we coming to town. See y'all in Houston
Who we got?
this Saturday. We got Ryan Garcia taking on Oscar Durante in his return bout. Ryan, he has a
140.
lot on his plate.
140.
But he has to get this fucking Durante out the way first. And Durante ain't no chump. And Durante is not coming to lose. Whether you like him or not, whether you know him or not.
He
He knows what's
He
on
knows
the
at
table.
stake.
of course.
He knows what's at
all the
stake.
plans.
Everything is at stake for Ryan on this one.
Floyd Schofield is on the card in a 10-round lightweight fight against Ricardo Torres. Shane Mosley Jr. is on the card in a
okay.
10-round middleweight fight against Joshua Conley. Darius I can't pronounce this guy's last name. Fulgham. He's on the card. He's to be watched as well. He's up and rising. Super middleweight at Golden Boy Boxing. The card is stacked.
Middleweight
H-Town is gonna be rocking, man. We coming through. You hear me?
Oh,
See
and
y'all soon.
And Michael Conlon is fighting in Belfast.
But this is what the zone does, right?
Yeah.
In the afternoon, we got
Morning.
Matchroom Boxing, Michael Conlon.
Yeah.
Who he's fighting?
He's fighting your mailman.
Jordan Gill. He's fighting Jordan Gill.
Jordan Hill.
12 rounds, junior
Yo,
lightweight.
You know that
Sounds
guy,
like
the guy that you say, yo, let me
Jordan
get that
Gill.
a bagel with cream cheese. He's fighting him. They say, yo, you want to
But
fight in Belfast?
Michael Conlon is looking to redeem himself
Trying
as
to
well.
get
Yeah, he got cooked his last fight.
Luis Alberto put him out.
Yeah.
And Lee Wood put him out before that.
Yeah.
And he's moving up to 130 now, too. This is a junior
You need
lightweight
to get some
fight.
get back, brother.
Yeah. So some
He
good
got dropped by
fights.
Top Rank, too. Matchroom just picked him up.
So
he
some
going to
good
lie.
fights
But
this
Matchroom
week.
got that Dublin money clicking. You heard? They doing their
Big
thing down
payback.
there, man.
The big payback.
You hear? So it's no problem to add Michael Conlon to the resume. The Zone Matchroom, they're global. Golden Boy is doing their thing Saturday night. Ryan is back. Guys, before we close out, Ryan Garcia, give me your picks.
Go on King Rob, man.
Listen, man,
Gotta
I'm
get
gonna
back.
I'm gonna say this. I think he's gonna edge out a close, tough decision. I think it will not be easy for him. We might even see Ryan get put on timeout, and you know what that means. He gonna get dropped.
They gonna hit the floor?
He gonna hit the floor, possibly.
Mo?
I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect with this Ryan. A focused Ryan could be a dangerous Ryan.
And his first fight with Derek
just-
Right,
James.
this is gonna be exactly. That's what I was gonna say. We know, Derek's been taking some tough L's this year with his fighters, but his guys been competing. Huh?
Who?
I said Derek James. His guys have been taking some L's.
Who's his
That's
guys?
not your man, though?
Who's his guys?
Nah, I ride with my guys.
I'm just saying, he just said
but I'm
Derek,
just saying,
real
know what I'm saying? He's his guys.
you ain't no
They've
lie.
been having the best fights, but they haven't been victorious.
You know what I think,
And this
Super?
right here is gonna be something to see because. Derek don't take much bull crap for those who's in his camp, and he set it off rip with Ryan. So if Ryan could be focused, not worried about the Hollywood stuff and the social media, and really use his skill sets and what he's learning with Derek James to stay disciplined and not eager, I think the best thing that happened with him was with that Tank fight when he got too aggressive and he took the L. Because if he would have stayed disciplined,
Exactly what I was going to say.
it would have been a better output. And I think it's a growing pains. You have to learn in life. Same as boxing. He's learned. So now we should see a better Ryan, a more focused Ryan. And if you've been paying attention to him like I have, he's cut up now. He's getting comfortable at 140 in the weight class. So I think it's going to be a good rumble.
He's back in the weight class. He's fought there twice already. He cooked Fortuna and the African dude. Forgot his name. He cooked both of them ninjas.
Dogby.
No.
Dog Bay?
Not Dog Bay.
Not Dog Bay.
Forgot homeboy's name, but he cooked that dude. Then he cooked Fortuna. He's back at 140. He's back with Derek. His first fight with Derek James.
Tank fight, can the Tank lose?
I think this is gonna be a rebirth for him.
Should only make him hungry.
I think this will be a rebirth. I got him winning.
I think that Tank loss is going to do Ryan justice.
I think he's gonna win this fight.
I got
he's gonna take that
Ryan
loss
in
in
6
front
or
of
less.
Yeah.
6 or less.
Yeah, like you said,
I got Ryan.
that's playing
I
on
think
his
it's going to
mind.
be a close. To me, it's going to be a close fight. But we'll see.
Like we said, one loss don't define you, Ryan. Is what you do next. You got another opportunity to shine. So let's make it happen.
Haney's waiting, and he says he wants his rematch with Tank, and the only way you get in your rematch with Tank is if you cook the mother boys. You know what I'm saying? Listen, don't do that, guys, because that was the money. You know what I'm saying? A rematch sells again.
He's the best.
He can give himself another big victory, and it's going to take a Haney. It's going to take a
They got to look good on the resume.
Exactly. It got to be one of those fighters
And
that he has to be
just told
in
him.
order for us to
said
even
to him.
validate a rematch between him and Tank.
Most
Because
definitely.
regardless, whatever happens, the rematch, the only thing that's going to be different, it might go an extra round before Tank.
So let me ask you fellas this, just to jump in real quick. All right, he successful against Durante this week.
Yeah.
Right? Who we want to see next for you want to see a
They'll
Theo or Shakur?
They'll just
for
turn down
Ryan?
the fight. He's saying.
I'm not going to take it.
Yeah,
Right?
he said they offered him
1.5 million, and he said that's a
nah.
slap to him.
Yeah, so
But
Shakur said, "I'll stand right in front of you, you punk ass." You heard? He said, "How about we fight next? I'll stand right in front of you."
It's so smoke.
Is there some smoke there? Make it personal.
It's a Twitter. It's a Twitter social media.
That smoke is from a match.
Yo.
That's a match smoke. Come
Maniac,
on, man.
you know that's the internet, man.
Yeah.
What did my man call it? Twitter, Shakur Twitterson?
How
Yeah,
about
Twitterson.
Subriel? How about
Shakira.
Subriel and Ryan?
No.
About Subriel and Ryan?
Why you trying to kill him, man?
Why you trying? Don't do that to King Rob.
Yo,
Yo,
man,
don't do that to La Bamba. Don't do that to La Bamba, man.
That's one of my favorite movies,
Yo, that was
man.
my-
That's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, Diana.
In the phone
Yeah.
booth.
That's why he's gonna be sleeping. Oh, Diana. He don't want no Subriel smoke.
Nah.
But anyway,
Shout out to
that's
y'all.
that.
Oh, fans of Four Corners. Oh, what an episode. 15 rounds of
Shout out to
boxing.
Abner.
Complete. Shout out to Abner Morris, Team
Yes,
Morris.
one time for Abner,
his
man.
whole family. Again,
Appreciate
continue
you.
to enjoy and celebrate your birthday, the holidays. You got one more card to go. December 16th, we'll see Abner calling the card again down in Minnesota. David Morrell.
David Morrell.
Eric Morrell is someone he cooked back in the day. Thank you, everybody, man. Thank you,
Appreciate
everybody.
you.
Like, share, subscribe,
Subscribe.
smash the like button.
Button.
Shout out to 40 Central. James Ennis just behind
40.
the lens, doing the
Yeah,
damn
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
keeping us alive, keeping the lights on in this bitch.
For sure.
Appreciate
Heard.
you. Yo, shout out to Rise Podcast. They always
Shout
showing
out
us
to
Yeah, shout out to
love.
the Rise,
Every time
man.
they on, they constantly giving us love, showing us
Who's
love.
the homie that was at the fight
Low
too?
Nose
Low
Boxing.
Nose
Low
Boxing.
Nose Boxing.
Boxing
Shout out
with
to
Chris.
Boxing with Chris.
Boxing with Chris. The
Yeah.
boxing swords.
All our
man,
The
Dominican
Dominican
Dream.
with the Dominican American
conglomerate.
Mill City Boxing.
Mill City,
Man,
everybody that
listen.
shows us
man.
love and support.
Shout
man.
out to your mother too.
And on that note,
On that note,
y'all have a good rest of the
this is not the views of 15 Rounds of
The
Boxing.
maniac going crazy.